Good evening, Rusk enjoyers. Have you right? 'Cause it's time for the abnormal barders. Today, every single skin here except the SAR, all of them are abnormal. Only the SAR is a regular skin. That is only going to become marketable when the Rust rotates tomorrow. And you're probably sitting there and wondering, abnormal? Regular? What's this going on about? Don't worry. Sit back. I'll explain. Look in the description right now. At the very top, you'll see two videos are provided. The first video is a short video, which is only 60 seconds long, which briefly explains what abnormals are. In short, every single Rustor that we have, certain skins will become marketable before the Rustor even rotates, and we know exactly when it's going to happen. So knowing that, we can sit here right now, figure out prices to offer for all of these skins, and when they become marketable, when they appear in the Steam market, we'll jump in, put those barders down as fast as possible, and in the future, potentially, we will be the ones that pick up these skins for a much cheaper price, sell them for their actual prices, and walk away with some sweet, delicious profit. Simple as that. Now, with that short video, if it's not enough for you, if you want to be able to identify abnormals, if you want to know specifically when they appear, well, please consider watching the second video below. It's a little bit longer, it's about 20 minutes long, but it goes so much more in depth. Please consider watching that to truly understand how this all works, or at the very least, stick around, watch what I'm about to do, and skip ahead, look at the description, skip ahead to the barders, look for the chapters and whatnot. Right, so let's get started then. Let's look at the likes of the Forest Raiders locker and figure out how we're going to approach it. So initially, when I first saw it, I thought, you know what? It might sell a little bit too much, because I was looking at the likes of the previous lockers we had this year, that being the likes of the Neon lockers. More specifically, I looked at the Neon 4-kit locker, I looked at the locker from Hell, and I kind of thought maybe we're going to end up sort of in between with the total sales, the total subscriber count. Nope. For some strange reason, Forest Raiders locker really did slow down, and it's now sitting here at 28,000 subscribers. Now, at the end of the day, that's still quite a lot. It's not ridiculous, but it's still quite a lot more compared to what we've seen as of recent with the recent Rustors. I think we can agree with that. Cool. Right, so it is part of the Forest Raiders collection, and when I first saw it, I considered, is everybody just going to jump onto it simply due to the fact that it's a Forest Raider skin? I can't help but assume it's very likely going to retain its value simply due to that. So it sold quite a lot. It's a Forest Raider skin. It looks cool. With the glow-in-the-dark effect and whatnot, I think it looks really nice. I've said that multiple times already. I feel like I've got the point across. Anyway, I'm going to be honest with you. I just can't help but assume it's just going to do all right. Maybe it might not go up in price that much. Okay, fair enough. Maybe it only goes up in price around, January time when a lot more people play the game again. Okay, that could happen. Maybe it's not going to rise up in price until the summer. So if you're going to look at this more in the scope of, I only care about the long term, all right, that's fine. I'm looking at this locker and I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to do between $1.50 to $2, maybe a little bit higher. I really do feel like it's just going to do all right and retain value. I just can't help but assume that the demand for it, especially with all the returning people, because remember, there's quite a lot of people that are currently missing at the moment. When they return and find out there's another Forest Raider skin being accepted, they're going to probably jump onto it. We shall see. But I think $1.50 to $2 would be okay. I know it sold a lot, but I can't help but assume the demand is too strong for it. Maybe it does dip down in price a fair bit, but if it only went down to about $2, that's fine. Pick them up for $2. Wait until, the good times, because currently right now in October, and most skins have reached their new lowest point of the year in terms of price. So grab it and see what happens. If this has a lot of barders pushing all the way up to $2.49, I think we'll probably be buying it ourselves. But a strong barder seems okay. So if you want to go a little bit higher, you're more than welcome to do so. I think that will be doing pretty good in the future. So yeah, $1.50 to $2. Moving on, Black Diamond hoodie and pants. There's a problem. They've sold too much compared to the other core pieces. So looking at the full collection here, when you compare this to the likes of the Tier 3 armor and the Tier 2, you might notice a bit of a problem. The face mask did just over 20,000 subscribers. The chestplate did just under 19,000 subscribers. The kilt did just over 20,000 subscribers. And these two Tier 2 pieces, 18,500 subscribers. Whereas the hoodie and pants, they've done over 25,000 subscribers. There is a difference of about 5,000 excess of these. So unfortunately, as long as this collection remains in demand, so as long as people actively want the Black Diamond collection, you will look at the likes of the hoodie and pants, and you should not be surprised to see that they are going to become the cheapest out of all of this set. All right? Because there's more of them. Let's say there's a lot of people that actively want a full set of these, right? Okay. Well, there's only so many Tier 2 and Tier 3 pieces to go around, but then there will still be an extra 5,000 of the clothing left. So both the hoodie and pants still have excess. Now, excess stock, would I sit here and say it's oversaturation? Well, I think this got accepted at just the right time because, of course, if we could just quickly go back, with the October Force wipe, a lot of people did jump in. A lot of people wanted to see what the world update was looking like, and it looks beautiful. Now, main point is, a lot of people jumped in. A lot of people just so happened to be around when this Rustor appeared, and they probably saw the Black Diamond hoodie and pants and thought, wow, it's like Blackout, and they jumped in and bought it. And maybe they forgot about it. Maybe they don't even remember buying it. Anyway, main point is, it's done at least 5,000 more subscribers compared to the other pieces, and 5,000 subscribers simply means 5,000 individual people extra have bought the skin. We don't know how many they bought each. Maybe some of them just bought one for themselves. Maybe some bought 10 just to sell a few more. Maybe some bought 100 each because they thought they could easily do like a nice clip, quick flip profit. Point I'm trying to get across is, with an excess amount of stock, there will be people competing with each other to sell these on the Steam market and third-party sites. The price will gradually go down because what they'll do is they'll undercut. It might be doing all right during the good times, but when things go bad, that's when the dumping begins. So with excess stock, there will be problems. Both of these are, they're selling at $1.49, which isn't too expensive, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with doing the likes of 80 cents to $1.10. And what I will sit here and say is, keep an eye on these buy orders. You have to monitor them. Maybe this does work out ever so nicely in the future. All right, I'd be a bit surprised, but I will stick with the idea of, I can't help but assume these hoodie and pants will be the cheapest core piece out of the Black Diamond set from here and now. Now, you also have to be aware that there's no other core piece. We might get boots and gloves. That can happen. No, we've already had the gloves. So we might get boots. I don't think that's going to help out enough. We could see a jacket. That can help. That could help. But will it happen? We're probably not going to find out until November Force Wipe. I don't know. So I lean more towards, I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see a lot of these on the Steam market. And I'll be honest with you, if you really wanted a cheap blackout alternative option, just go buy Legacy Kevlar or just use the standard black hoodie. You know what I mean? So I don't think the likes of those will be having a fun future, and it looks a bit worrisome. Maybe they'll do a good job of retaining value. I just don't see them rising up in price that much, especially with no other core piece potentially after it. So, all right, cool. 80 cents to $1.10. Let's move on to the next skin. Porcelain Sheet Matador. Absolutely wonderful piece of art. Awesome looking skin produced by the likes of Mr. Vase and Mr. Lynx. But again, I've seen so many cool looking Sheet Matadors come out this year. I just can't trust them. And I'm very sorry to say, because I know Vase is a fantastic artist. That's awesome. I don't know what Lynx does. Maybe he helped out with the likes of the art as well. So props to you as well, sir, just in case. But take a look at all of these. We've seen some very interesting, very cool looking Sheet Matadors being accepted this year. Of course, the likes of Shadowborn collection right there as well, with the many skins that are accepted after it, down 33%. So, yeah, even when it was the good times, hardly any of these Sheet Matadors were in the positive. I'm looking at last year's skin specifically here. So don't assume that's just going to be A-OK. It's done over 20,000 subscribers, which is probably one of the highest selling Sheet Matadors this year. What we'll do is just quickly compare this to the likes of all the other Sheet Matadors. He's been using it in his streams. Oh, okay. So if Wilgem's using it in his videos, in his streams, that might get bought out. Oh, I have to take that into consideration. It sounds silly, but whenever Wilgem showcases a specific skin, suddenly everybody wants to buy it and use it. I'm looking at you, Ramen Garage Door. Yeah, that's the reason why it's still in the positive, because Wilgem showcased it in a video. He quite literally sat there and said, "This is my most favourite skin ever. I'm trying to show it to you, but unfortunately it doesn't appear to be working. SMM seems to have slowed down." That's a bit of a worry. So I'll just go look this up real quickly. Ramen Garage Door. There you are. Oh, have you gone down in price now? That's not good. Oh, looks like you have. Also, I haven't got the American prices. It looks like it's evens at $5 at the moment. Okay, that's fine. All right, we'll live with that. Okay. Anyway, with the likes of this, keep an eye out. Let's see if it appears in a Wilgem video. But by default, I'm looking at that, and I can't help but assume it's going to go down in price. I'm going to offer 80 cents to $1.10, because unfortunately, I can't help but assume it's going to go down by half at some point. Maybe over the course of the next few months, because of course we're getting closer and closer to January, maybe it goes back a price. Maybe it retains its value. Maybe it does it right. That's fine. But if this is going to behave like any other Sheet Matador that came out this year, yeah, it's going to suffer. Now, can I just quickly check again and just look at all the Sheet Matadors? Is it going to work? SMM, every now and then, it's a bit awkward. Oh, there you go. And I just want to look at this. So, highest subscriber, please. And yeah, it's in the upper half. It's in like the upper 20%. It's top 20. Yes, that is the 19th highest selling Sheet Matador in the game out of 239. So that's top 10%. Yep. Cool. Ish. No, that's not cool. So yeah, that's why I'm worried. Cool. So no, move on. Oasis Garage Door. It's done over 20,000 subscribers. We've got a lot of skins this week that did over 20,000 subscribers. Anyway, that right there, cool looking skin. Perfect timing for it to be accepted because, of course, we had Oasis. We've had Oasis environments added to the game with the likes of the World Update, which is very nice. It's a very cool looking skin. These guys have been trying to make a collection, but of course they couldn't continue it this week because it was all Halloween submissions. Yeah, awkward. So I don't think we'll be seeing that retaining value, and I think it'll be going down in price pretty quickly. What makes you say that? There's going to be more garage doors. There's going to be a Twitch drop given away for free with transparency, which is head height. Yep, I'll be talking about that in a bit. So, yeah, we've got far too many garage doors that have come out as of yet this year and last year. Like, we just keep getting more and more and more accepted, more and more given away as Twitch drops. It's ridiculous. I don't think that'll be keeping attention. I worry for it, and I think I'm only going to offer between 70 cents to $1. That's a bit low, I know, yeah, but I just don't trust it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe we do see a collection build out of the likes of this, but it's not happening anytime soon, so I worry about it, and I'm avoiding it. But now I look at the likes of the Neon Bismuth Armoured Double Door, and yeah, I know, this year we had 2 Armoured Double Doors being accepted, and the Toxic Armoured Double Door is still retaining value. It's still sitting there at $2.50. He's doing A-OK. He still has all the support, all the buy orders. Nothing like bad happened. So I'm incredibly surprised to see that this was accepted. I made a fuss about that when I looked at it on Thursday. Main point I want to talk about now, though, is it really didn't sell too much. 17,800 subscribers, not too bad. I thought it was going to do over 20,000 subscribers. Now I look at it, and I'm going to sit here and say I think we could do between $1.50 to $2.50. Yeah, because I can't help but assume we will be seeing some more Bismuth skins being produced. Will they be accepted? Questionable, but I have to point out, Garage Door still doing very nicely. The Sheet Metal Double Door still doing very nicely. People like this set. There was an Armoured Door that was produced. Let's see if that gets accepted. I mean, this collection's brewing up quite nicely. I don't know what else is potentially going to come out. Has anybody asked? Hey, Mr. Wirecat, are you going to make anything new, interesting? Nothing's been said, so all right, cool. I expect more to be produced, and I expect more potentially to be accepted. And if that gets involved with the likes of that, I can't help but assume it's going to be probably sitting nice and positively. I'm going to be doing $1.50 to $2.50. Yep, I'm confident in it. I think at the very least, even during the likes of bad times, it will retain value, much like the Toxic Armor Double Door. But it did sell a fair bit more, just a bit, but it's not a ridiculous price. In fact, if I were to amount, so I just look at all of these Armor Double Doors again, and just quickly point this out. What is the highest selling Armor Double Door ever? It's the Outer Planets Armor Double Door with 19,600 subscribers. It really ain't that much, is it? But then you look at the likes of Bombshell Double Armored Door. I mean, that's still in the positive and never so nice. So yeah, I don't expect a ton of Armor Double Doors being accepted anytime soon. I don't know that there's going to be another Twitch drop at all, so I think it's fine. And as we steer towards the likes of post-Christmas and whatnot, I can't help but assume it will probably comfortably sit in the positive. So yeah, I'm confident in it. Are you? Well, feel free to make considerations. Right then, we can move on to talking about the likes of the Twisted Metal Furnace. Cool idea, cool design, lovely collection continuation to the likes of that Garage Door that came out last week. But it's a furnace. I worry about it by default. How many furnaces have we had so far this year? And of course, how are they currently holding up? You're supposed... No, great timing anyway. Oh, look, Pirate Furnace got bought out. Huh. Well, okay, that's pretty interesting. Ooh. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Ultramarine Furnace is still doing all right. Pirate Furnace is now doing good. And we have the likes of Polished Obsidian, which has just been doing okay throughout all of this year. But then you have the likes of the Gold Door, Golden Dragon, Black Brie, King Carly, Volcanic, Adobe, Junkernaut Furnaces, not really holding up very well. And of course, you might notice Twitch drop. Very cool looking Twitch drops. Oh, of course, Memory's Twitch drop as well. So, yeah, I don't really trust Twisted Metal. It's very 50-50. And with that, I'm probably only going to do between 70 cents to $1. Sorry to say. But maybe we will see some more Twisted Metal skins being produced. It's a brand new, fresh collection. We just had a very cool looking Garage Door being accepted. It's already half in price. Wow! Only reinforces my point in regards to what I said about that. Anyway. So, yeah, Twisted Metal Furnace, I think I'm just going to do 70 cents to $1. Cool. Right. Shining Edge AK-47. We've had many AK-47s come out this year, selling for $2.50 and above. $3, $3.49. Have you actually looked at those AKs again? Well, we'll take a look at all of them if you want. So let's see here. That sold for $3. Now it's 83 cents. That sold for $2.49. That's selling for $1.31. That sold for $2.99. That's selling for 92 cents. And you can see here we also happen to have the likes of the Royal Safari AK-47. $3.49, 82 cents. Cell AR, $3.49. Now it's selling for 89 cents. Point made. I'm very sorry. There's far too many AK-47s that exist in the game. There's far too much to compare to. It's a struggle for it to, maintain interest. It's not going to be doing a good job of that. Like, cool looking skin, very nice, but it's not just your own personal opinion, it's everybody's. And if everybody don't care, then it's going to go down. Now, it's done decent sales, that's very nice to see, but there's quite a lot of them in circulation. Guys, it's 60 cents to 80 cent by order. So sorry, but it's an inevitability, and there will be more AKs, and there will be more people forgetting about this. I'm so sorry, but it's a constant behaviour that keeps repeating. And then we had the barbed wire poncho. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. It looks cool, it looks silly, but I would love to see more of it. Now, originally, it was supposed to have, the boonie hat, but the boonie hat wasn't accepted for reasons I don't fully know. I don't see it working out very well, I'm afraid to say. If you can remember, we made reference to the likes of the gold chains poncho with the transparency and the lay poncho. Gold chains we thought was actually going to work out quite right in the future. Right now, it's sitting there at $1.90. It's not doing terribly, but it's not doing good. Lay poncho, $2.49 in a rush store, sitting there at $1.11. Ooh, yeah. So ponchos in general, we've had quite a lot this year, and it's a struggle to maintain interest if more and more keep getting accepted every year. And quite literally, that is happening. 2 years ago, 7. Last year, 10. This year, so far, 12. And I'm pretty sure there will be another. So awkward. I think I'm just going to offer between 70 cents to $1. I think there will be enough interest for it to, maintain a decent price, but I don't expect it to be holding up very well, and I do expect it to drop off, so I'm very sorry to say. But more continuations, more primitive skins, got to keep an eye out for the likes of that. So best of luck to you, Mr. Wet QA. Let's see what you produce next. Right, and then, of course, we could talk about the only regular skin that is currently in the Rust store right now. This will only become marketable when the Rust store rotates tomorrow, and it is a bit special. What's so special about it, Hedge? Well, have you looked at its aim sight? It's exactly like H-June's SAR, because it has transparency, but it also has a very nice, useful red aim sight. Now, I can't help to assume people will appreciate this, people will like it, but is that enough? Is it enough? Well, maybe a lot of people already have the likes of the Twitch drop that was given away for free. And if you don't fully remember, I'll quickly show it to you. So with the likes of SMM, I can look up all the SARs, scroll down. What do we see given away for free at the very beginning of this year? Well, it just so happens to be the H-June SAR. You remember? Trust and Rust? Anyway, look at that. Look at that aim sight. So yeah, that was given away for free. And a lot of people did pick it up. But was there a decent amount of people that didn't pick it up? That very likely could be the case. So maybe this SAR does work out quite nicely. Think of all the newer people that jump in for the first time and never picked up those interesting Twitch drops. I just had a guy come in earlier talking about, hey, I saw you showcasing an anime garage door earlier this year. Can I still get it? He was talking about the NMP LOL garage door that was a Twitch drop back in May. I was like, no, mate, you can't. Well, you can acquire third-party accounts, but I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, so looking at the likes of this, I could see it working out better compared to most SARs, because unfortunately, I have to bring this up. Take a look at every SAR that came out so far this year. Just look at them all. Oh dear, only one's in the positive. Every other one out of... so 20 SARs were accepted this year, including Twitch drops. Only one of them's in the positive. And if I was to look at last year's batch, not a single one. That's the state of SAR skins, I'm afraid. Yep. So by default, you're probably sitting there thinking, oh, that's not looking like it's going to work out so well. I will say this. It only takes one TikTok video for everybody to suddenly become aware of this and suddenly care about it and suddenly want it. All right? So knowing that, could it potentially just randomly spike in price? It could. So if you want to, if you want to go grab some for yourselves, I don't blame you. But I just can't help but assume it's going to go down in price by default. I will probably do 70 cents to $1. I can't help but assume it's going to go down to around $1 initially. But if we do randomly get a video, as I said, where someone just bigs it up and says, this is special, this is helpful, this is pay to win, that special keyword right there, yeah, people probably jump onto it. So if you want to go higher, by all means, go do that. But you will be able to pick this up with a buy order at least over $1. So yeah, if you want to pick them up for a cheaper price, that's probably the smarter way to go about it. Right then, cool. So that's a wrap on that. So now we need to talk about what can we expect with the likes of the Rust Store tomorrow. Now, just to point this out to all of you, all the skins that were submitted over the course of this weekend were Halloween skins. So if I could just quickly go... Oh, no. It's naughty, is it? So if I could just quickly go to the main Rust Workshop section and hover over collections, you'll easily be able to find the likes of the Halloween batch of skins, which is right over there. Now, the contest is closed because all the skins were submitted. And if I could just scroll down, first of all, let's just say thank you to the likes of that German guy for setting up this collection. It's his collection. Over 200 Halloween skins were submitted. Yeah. And it was like 45 of them were clothing and armour, 145 of them were deplorables, and the remaining, which was like an extra 46 or something, that was... weapons and tools, yeah. So a ridiculous amount of deplorables. Like there's like 42 garage doors and 32 sheet metal doors. It's ridiculous. Now, if you want to get a quick insight to some of the skins, please consider looking at the likes of my recent Rust Halloween 2024 workshop skin checks. I don't showcase all the skins, only collection continuations and the top 5 supported skins, which you can see right there in the thumbnail. So if you want to go give that a good look, you're more than welcome to do so. So what is tomorrow's Rust Store going to look like? Well, it's going to be late picks. Yes, because if we can't pick out any of the newer skins, it will probably be just late picks. And if you want to get a good insight in regards to what to expect, look at last year's Charitable Rust Store. Yes, tomorrow we will have the Charitable Rust Stores being added. So there'll be 4 special charity skins, and then there'll also be an extra Rust Store with it. So basically, charity skins with the regular sort of rotation of skins. You get the idea. Those special charity skins, they will cost between $5 to $10, right? But all proceeds do go towards the likes of helping out the charity that Charitable Rust is helping out this year. That is Direct Relief. And if you want to get a good look at the likes of those brand new, cool looking charity skins, please consider watching my October 2024 Charitable Rust Twitch drops. It does also include the likes of the skins that sell for money. And again, we have chapters right there, so you can skip ahead. You're more than welcome to do so. So if you want to go get a good look at the likes of all of those brand new Twitch drops and whatnot, just go to Twitch Face Punch. You just got to Google that. It'll be the top link right there. And as you can see, it's all kicking off in just over 2 days' time. And yeah, there are the charity Rust Store skins right there. A vending machine, a SAR, a hoodie, and an armored door. And then you can look over to here. We have 8 Twitch drops to chase after. You see that garage door right there? Super paid to win. The transparency you have right there is head height. It's super helpful. Super helpful. And it glows in the dark. And even the likes of the sheet metal double door right there also has transparency and glows. So lots of interesting things being given away. And as you can see, we have a pair of pants being given away. But you have to buy the hoodie. They did that last year and they're doing it again. But that's green hoodie and pants right there. Ooh. So consider, buying some of those skins tomorrow. Help out the likes of the charity. They're currently raising money right now, aren't they? $626 so far. But of course, over the course of this weekend, when the actual Charitable Rust event kicks off, there's going to be a big server, lots of activities to take part in. I will be on there helping out. I'm an art judge. So you could go draw some art if you so wish. Please don't be naughty. Please don't be naughty. So yeah, we're going to have the likes of Twitch drops and charity skins over the course of the next 7 days. Very nice, very cool. What will be picked for those extra skins from the likes of what you see here? So as you can see, last year we got the likes of the Abyss hoodie and pants and whatnot. Do notice these were late picks. That was a late pick. That was an extra late pick. We're going to be expecting potentially a lot of late picks with tomorrow's Rust Store. What will they be? I have no idea. I have no idea. So if you saw some interesting skins that were submitted somewhat recently over the past month or so, chances are you'll very likely see them tomorrow. Now you could look at the likes of TGG's most recent top picks. Give this a good look. But if I can recall, a lot of skins, there wasn't really that many skins submitted in this batch. It was actually quite small. So I can't help but assume, especially in regards to the likes of clothing and armour, they're probably going to be reaching quite far back to pick something out. I'm definitely under the impression that will likely happen. Maybe it might be our complete set. I don't want to say that, but I've said it, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So, cool. That's nice. That's everything that needs to be said. And keep an eye out for those Twitch drops. Look forward to those special skins that are produced for the charity. They will be quite pricey, but as I said, every little helps. It all goes to a good cause. Right then, so I think I'm all about wrapped up in regards to informing you in regards to the prices and of course what's happening tomorrow. So shall we go ahead and skip ahead and do those actual barders? 3, 2, 1. Right, off we go. How quick will this appear? I don't know. Come on. Come on. Come on. I've got to get up in a few hours because I've also got to chase after the brand new Counter-Strike skins from the Armory update. It's not going to be a fun Thursday for me. Oh, there you go. Right, okay, that's looking mighty fine. And over to here, Locker. Oh, no one's got any borders. Oh, he's messed it up. He's messed it up. He fumbled it. I fumbled it. I was clicking too much. Right. Oh, that's hardly any borders. Interesting. Porcelain sheet door. You're looking quite nice. Any more skins? No. Right, let's skip ahead over to the likes of here. Let's get those second barders down. Right, they're not appearing. Why isn't it appearing? Okay, that's got a lot of barders already. That's pushing all the way up to about $2.30 maybe. Maybe I'll go a little bit higher then. I'm bold. I am bold. With an O, not an A. Fuck you. Right. $2. Am I doing it? Yes, I am. No one's pushing. I will. Right, 50. And there you go. There's a few people that went up to $2, but not enough. Alright, I could go a little bit higher than that. Right, that was a decent amount of barders. I think we'll skip ahead now, and then of course look at all the skins and see what the abnormal barder support looks like. So that. Right, guys, it's been 47 minutes. Sorry, we were yapping about Counter-Strike skins, but that's not for another 6 hours. Anyway, let's focus this. Let's focus the Rust skins right here in front of us and question, do we actually want to jump in and buy into them? So we can get started with the likes of the Forest Raiders locker, and as you can see, it's got plenty of support. This actually looks like a perfectly fine thing to consider buying. So it's in the Rust store right now at $2.49, but as you can see with the barders, it's pushing all the way up above $1, all the way up to $1.50, all the way up to $2. It looks reliable, it looks safe, it doesn't look like it's going to dramatically drop down in price anytime soon. And knowing that, and also consider this, do we even bring up the idea of Force Raiders Deplorables being produced after this? We'll probably see some more being made, they'll probably be accepted, and a lot of people who haven't been playing Rust for a while, when they return around Christmas time, they're going to be pleasantly surprised to see more Forest Raider skins have been produced and accepted. Oh, they're going to probably want to jump in and buy into them. I just can't help to assume there's a lot of nice potential things that could happen to this. But also do notice, it's currently in the Rust store at $2.49 right now, and we've already got listings going all the way down to about $2.79. Oh dear, maybe 28,000 was a little bit too much. I think it's going to retain value. That doesn't mean it's going to be profitable. I think it's going to retain value. But what will it look like around January time? What will it look like during the summer of 2025? As I said, if more skins are produced and whatnot, all the better for it. So if you want to jump in and buy some, you're more than welcome to do so. You could also be a little bit smarter, maybe stick with the likes of a $2.20 barder, but grab these for 30 cents cheaper. We'll see how it goes. But that does look like a perfectly reliable thing to jump onto. And this is like a perfect example of why we do these abnormal barders, because we can see things like this and feel more confident in wanting to actually buy the skin straight from the Rust store. So, yeah, cool. Right then, let's go ahead and take a look at the likes of the Neon Bismuth Armor Double Door, and as you can see, it's a $2.99 skin, and it's got barders pushing all the way up to about $2.40. Yep. So plenty of barders above $1. This barder here looks a little bit iffy, but anyway, plenty of barders pushing up to $2. It looks strong, it looks reliable, but again, it's not. It's quite a fair bit away from the likes of $3, its price. Could this ever dip down below $3? I mean, it didn't sell ridiculously. It sold okay. And I do expect more Neon Bismuth deplorable skins to be accepted eventually down the line. I would like to see it happen. I've seen some interesting submissions. But if, when, possibly, we shall see. Well, what's the answer I'm trying to get out of myself? It's in a good spot. All right, it's got support. Doesn't go all the way up to its Rust store price, but it's still good. I'm looking at the listings right now. I'm not seeing anything dramatically drop down here. So I think it's in a good spot. I think you could jump onto it. You could jump in and buy some for yourself if you're feeling very, very confident. And again, if you go look at the other two doors, they're currently in the positive right now. The original sheet metal door, unfortunately, doesn't glow and whatnot. It doesn't have any love, so that's awkward. But yeah, a furnace, a rug, a chair, a table. I hope to see more of it. I look forward to it. And if we do see more, all the better for likes of that. So, yeah, feel free to jump in. Or maybe just put down a strong barter, like $2.60. Plenty of quantity. You'll probably pick those up for a decent amount. Eventually, yeah. I can see that this is going to likely just retain value for the foreseeable future. Right then, Black Diamond Pants and Hoodie. So these are currently in the rush store right now at $1.49, and as you can see, the barters are pushing slightly above $1.10, basically the price that we suggested. So plenty of barters around 50 cents, plenty of barters pushing up to about 90 cents, $1. Okay, it is what it is. Yes, it sold a little bit more compared to the likes of the Tier 3 and Tier 2, well, 5,000 subscribers more. I can't easily point out how much that actually is in terms of we don't know how much the individual people have bought. A lot of people very likely just bought one set for themselves. Quite a lot of people probably bought a few hundred to sell on. That's the worrying thing. But as of now, looking at the support and whatnot, it doesn't look too bad. Like, you could probably put down like a $1.20 barter and pick these up for about 30 cents cheaper. But will there be an abundance of them on the Steam market appearing over the course of the next few months? Keep an eye on it. You probably might want to just stick with doing a barter. Yeah, because it's a bit too risky. But yeah, that's the answer. That's what I'm going to roll with. So yeah, all right, we'll move on. So we had the porcelain sheet metal door. I wasn't feeling confident. This is in the rush store right now, $1.99. I've seen so many cool looking sheet metal doors being accepted this year and then just drop off. Out of like 30 sheet metal doors accepted this year, only one of them's in the positive. And looking at this, whilst it does have quite a lot of support, like you see this 50,000 requests thing, it's someone that put down a 50,000 request at like 3 cents. Don't bother, it's fake. Anyway, plenty of barters pushing up to about 50 cents and then all the way up to about $1. It don't look like it's retaining at $2 price. It really doesn't look like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it drops down to $1 or slightly above it. So yeah, that was basically the suggestion. However, with only 3 listings at the moment at $6, oh, maybe it might retain value. Maybe it might actually do good. With a sheer lack of listings, it could only stay up. So we'll see what happens. If you're watching this over the lunchtime, Thursday, and you're watching this, go take a look at it right now. If it has a lot more like listings and whatnot, yeah, it's going to probably not do very well. By default, from what I see, I don't expect it to retain its value. Hopefully we do see some more porcelain skins being produced, but we've got to wait a while. Halloween's just on the horizon. Okay. Barbed Poncho, yeah, you're odd, you're silly. Now, okay, this is in the rush store right now at $2.49 if I can recall, and we went with like some lowball prices. Someone randomly went and did a $1.45 price at 25 quantity. I mean, you're more than welcome to do so, but still, even then, it's not retaining its value. Nope, that's not happening. So, yeah, I would probably avoid this. You could just stick with doing a barter, you can do that, but I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it, no. Then we have the likes of the Twisted Metal Furnace. So what price are you selling for again? Let me quickly remind myself. I'm sorry, I forgot. $1.99. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, there's no barter pushing above $1 basically. You got like 1 and 2 there and that's it. When I talk about like barter support and whatnot, I want to see big fat quantities. That looks like it's actually going to hold the price up and whatnot. I'm not seeing that there. It definitely ain't retaining its value based on what I see here. Now again, if we see a sheer lack of listings, maybe eventually it rises up in price. That's why I think the Polished Obsidian Furnace worked out quite alright. But don't forget, this didn't like sell hardly anything. It's done over 10,000 subscribers. Actually, just to quickly reiterate the point, that has done 15,000 subscribers. So there is quite a lot of them. Please take that into consideration. Acknowledge it. So if you wanted to actually grab this, you could just probably put down a $1 barter. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if you pick up a bunch of those at $1. So, yeah. Maybe we see some more Twisted Metal skins being produced. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Oasis Garage Door. Yep, that is a $2.49 skin, and there is, like, no strong barter above $1. Looks like a lot of people followed with what I suggested, which, yeah, I don't blame you. Over 20,000 of these, bare minimum sold, aka the subscriber count. We're not going to be seeing any more Oasis skins for a while. Yeah, I don't think it's retaining value. And yeah, the barters basically reflect that. So that's it. That's a wrap. Only one skin looks to be fairly good to consider. The double armored door is also a reasonable good shout, but I do lean more towards the likes of the locker being a fairly okay, good looking thing to consider. But then again, when you see listings like this appear, it makes things a little bit awkward. It's up to you. Again, a smart barter can always lead to some success. If you just stick with doing barters, yeah, that'll be fine. So that's up to you. That's for you to consider. Right, let's go back over to here. Oh, I'm still waiting for likes of this. Yeah. So the AK still hasn't appeared. I would have showed it off if I could, but yeah, hasn't appeared. So that's out of our control. All right then. So with the likes of tomorrow, it is going to be the Charitable Rush Store, and don't forget, those 4 skins will be in the Rush Store. These 8 Twitch drops will be available over the course of this weekend for 8 days. Again, look at all the details here on the twitch.facepunch.com website. It's all revealed. And I will be streaming. You can watch me to get those Twitch drops if you really want. Just look at the description. You'll see the links to all my socials. You'll see the link to my Twitch. So, you know, you'll know. I will be streaming during then. And just to clarify, I had some people jump in today and ask me, with tomorrow's Rush Store, is it going to be early? I don't think so. Last week's Rush Store was early because it was the October update, wasn't it? So, yeah, we don't have an update coming out tomorrow. It could be early, it could, but I doubt it. That's my answer. So, I think it'll just be like the standard time of around at least 6 p.m. London time tomorrow, UK time, England. So, yeah, 6 p.m. to midnight. We'll see what happens, but the more recent standard times have been around like 8 p.m. London time. So I'll be around. I will be streaming. You're more than welcome to jump in and say hello, and we'll see how all of that rolls out. But I'm probably going to need to wrap this up now because I've got to get like a few hours sleep, and then I've got to jump in and start doing Counter-Strike builders, and there's a lot of stupid things to chase after. Oh, God. There's so much stupid stuff and so little time. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, I have some nice videos here for the likes of you. If you want to get a good sneak peek at the likes of Halloween skins, consider watching this video, and also consider keeping an eye on the likes of my short videos provided right here as well. Ooh. And of course, if you want to get a good look at the likes of the brand new charity Rust Store skins and the Twitch drops, they're all on display here, chaptered. Very easy to skip ahead to the parts that you really care about, and get a good look at that garage door there. Head height, transparency. I can see a little bit of stone there, 50 stone, if you want to pick that up, and I can see a tree. So easy. Right then, cool. So that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.